recently purchased, I forget the name of the company, but I've just purchased a little unit that you put Himalayan salt in, and it gets sprayed into the room so that we have minerals in our home, in the air of our home. That's my new idea. I'm going to see how it works. They also have salt caves now that you can go to and sit in and absorb all the minerals in the air. But that is the prime reason. So I was just away. I just got back a few days ago, and I was laying by the beach, and I was breathing in the minerals, knowing how much this helps me. I came back, and I had a food that I normally react to. I didn't. I also have a food sensitivity testing machine, and it will say that I have quite a bit of inflammation at certain times when I've not detoxed. And then I'll go on a vacation, I'll come back, I'll use the machine, and it'll show me all my numbers are low, all my inflammation's down, because I've been so exposed to the minerals. So it's common sense, but it's common sense that we don't think about much these days, right? So, any other questions? And hopefully you can yell it out if you do. Okay. All right, I'm going to talk to you now about other supplements that we need to help children today in North America in order to prevent disease. We've already talked about probiotics, and by the way, you could use fermented food instead of probiotics. So things like miso, tempeh, kombucha, but a lot of kids don't like those foods, so that's why I recommend the actual powder. What are other supplements that kids need for sure? All kids. Fish oils. Up at a year onwards, fish oils. Up to a year, they can have ground flax. Fish oils are needed for a child's brain to grow to full capacity. It literally will not grow to full capacity without the fish oils. We have a child in the audience giving me a thumbs up. Now, fish oil also brings the inflammation down in the body, which is caused by our food and the toxicity. And fish oils are amazing for the health of the brain, not just its development, but for the functioning of the brain. If we have, you know, the kids that are clumsy all the time and they're always wiping out, they're deficient in good fats. They need fish oils. It's something you wouldn't think of. You just think, oh, that child's always clumsy. No, it's actually a deficiency of essential fatty acids. So children need probiotics, they need fish oils, they need vitamin D, even in the summer. We don't get enough in Canada. There's a book called The Sunshine Vitamin by Dr. Zoltan Rona. He wrote the foreword for my book, and I just have such respect for his research. And in his book, he talked about we need to be in the sun. We're all slathering on chemicals and putting on sunscreen, but we actually need to be in the sun. And we need that vitamin D desperately. And it literally affects so many different functions of the body if we don't have it. Another thing children need is a multivitamin. Yes? Okay. You're technically not supposed to be out in the sun all day, but there are natural sunscreens, and just get a natural sunscreen from the health food store. Yeah. We're supposed to at least be, if you're in the sun all day, cover yourself up for some of the day, but be exposed for the rest, be exposed for some of the time. Multivitamin. Now, in the olden days, when I was a kid, we were fed Flintstone vitamins. We now know that those are completely useless. What we need our children to have are ionic minerals. Preferably liquid, it's better absorbed than through a pill. So look for ionic minerals at the health show today. But there are many different kinds that are really good. I like Quench Essentials is a really good make. It's not easy to find, but Quench Essentials is very well absorbed by the children. But I do believe that for them to properly absorb that multivitamin, they have to be eating clean foods and they have to have a healthy gut. So the probiotics are key, the fish oils are key, and they need to be having very few symptoms in order for them to properly be absorbing the vitamins and minerals from a multivitamin. Any other questions? No other questions. Okay. Yes. How much vitamin D should a child be having? This is always in debate. Dr. Zoltan Rona says that an adult needs 10,000 international units a day. And other people say, what? What? We can't be having that much. Let's just say that a child needs 2,000 to 3,000 international units a day. And also, you can give a child vitamin D that's not made specifically for children, and just look at the dose on the label, think about your child's weight, and work it out from there. So an average woman is maybe 130, 140 pounds, and then use that to figure out how much your child weighs and what percentage you would give them. But also know that you can safely double whatever it says on the label of a supplement. With the probiotics, by the way, if you decide, oh, I'm going to try this, I'm going to see whether this helps my bowel movements. So you get the Innovite Health probiotics and you start taking it, and you take 1 capsule a day, and you don't notice any difference in your bowel movements. Start taking 2 a day. If you don't notice a difference, have 2 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. If you still don't notice a difference, have 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. You see? And then I say you can stop at that, so you're having 4 a day of the probiotics, and if you're still not having larger, more frequent bowel movements, then you're probably reacting to a food, because reacting to food can cause constipation. And then look into getting food sensitivity testing done. And for those of you that have children and you're wondering, how deficient are they in vitamins? How deficient are they in essential fatty acids? How are they doing with absorbing them? I help a lot of nutritionists who are eating really, really well, but they're not absorbing.